I'm Ronald Jr. and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Harley Benton CST-24 Deluxe by Harley Benton. And we're going to be measuring some stuff. We're going to be looking and seeing how good the setup is. We're going to look at the quality of the guitar, and we're going to see how good it sounds. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. I wanted to order one and see what the quality was like and what it's like out of the box, and how the packaging is, and how good the guitar is overall. Because I've been wanting to get my hand on one, but I just didn't, want the same thing that I had, like a Tele or a Strat or Les Paul style, anything like that. I wanted something different, and so this is what I got. So let's go ahead and pop it open and see. As you can see, this is the box right here. It comes in a bigger box, but I went ahead and took it out for the sake of time. I'm not big on unboxing videos because it's super boring. Oh, we got some papers that fell. So we got this instrument has been checked by our service team. Tells you all about their service, and it has like a number on it. It has a sticker that I'll probably never use. Let's go ahead and pop this thing out of the box. That's what it's in. Typical Chinese stuff, right? So let's go ahead and pop her open. So here it is. We got some hanging tags. Says Harley Benton, quality guitar since 1997. D'Addarios, probably 9s. Let's take a look real close here. Push, pull. Didn't even know it was that at all. One thing I can tell right off the bat, that these are mini pots, and this is a cheap box switch. So it's kind of rattly, feels kind of loose, but the overall build of this thing, like wood wise and finish, it's actually really, really nice, right? I don't see any flaws anywhere in the finish. And this is a 3-piece back, but you cannot tell because it has been butted up really, really nicely. They did a really good job of buttoning that up. I don't see a scarf joint. I don't know. We're going to take it over to the bench here in a minute and get a closer look. It says made in China on the back. Got your cheap tuners. Roswell pickups. Has a really cheap bridge on it. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to come with like a PRS style bridge, but it doesn't look like it. I thought it had the bolt right here, but it doesn't. It has the bolts over here, so I don't know what's up with that. Not a big fan of the knobs. Feels super cheap, but the build quality is really nice. It's a really heavy guitar. It's kind of neck heavy, but once you get a strap on it right here, it'll level it out. Wow, feels really, really good right out of the box. I know a lot of people got these and the inlays were like pieced together and chunked together and had a lot of feeler around them. This one's actually done really, really well. Something that kind of looks like rosewood, but it's not rosewood. Almost looks like baked maple. It's definitely not rosewood, so it's faux rosewood. But yeah, this is something different. 24 frets. I wanted to try this, see how good a quality they were, and right now I'm super impressed. So let's go ahead and go over to the bench under the light, take a look at everything, and see how everything is constructed, what it looks like under the bright light, and look inside the body and measure the neck width and down here in the depth, and see how it goes. As you can see, the inlays look really nice. The fretboard looks kind of dry. We can correct that issue. But as you can see, there's not a lot of filler around the inlay like a lot of people have experienced in the past. Here's the body. It's really nice. Flame in there. It's nothing special. It's nothing flashy, but good enough to make the guitar look really good. As you can see, it has that 3D look to it as I move. Here's the bridge up close. I could have swore it came with the one that bolted right here and you could move it. Maybe I'm wrong. Roswell pickups. Here is your knobs with your pull. Let's take a look at the headstock. There's the headstock. There's that nut. Kind of looks like plastic or graphite. All the information will be in the description below. A lot of wraps around the post. So let's go ahead and flip it over and take a look at the back. As we can see, we have a little bit of wood figuring here. It has some wings. You can see right here, it's been put on. Here is a nice neck strengthener, I like to call it. It makes it a little bit thicker right there, a little bit stronger. As you can see, I see one piece right here. Maybe this right here has been butted up. I think that, well, it's maybe a 3-piece. Okay, I see what's going on. It's a 3-piece that goes this way, most definitely. And that's how they achieved that instead of a scarf joint. Yep, definitely a 3-piece neck. Here is the back. Get you a better look at the back. Up close. Here's this, back of the headstock. And your tuners that are cheap. Let's go ahead and get a screwdriver and go ahead and take out one of these pickups. So let's go ahead and pop this out and see what there is. I'm gonna put these back up here. Get you guys in here. As you can see, it's coated, shielded. It's pretty cool. Roswell pickup. Let's take a look at the back. Typical pickups. These are a little bit better than what you get in a kit guitar. They're a little bit better than you get with like Oscar Schmidt and stuff like that. Now, I really can't say anything about the Firefly because they have been testing pickups, so they might sound just as good as these. These are pretty good. These will get you by. This is not something that's, you know, Seymour Duncan or anything, but these actually sound pretty decent, which you'll hear in a minute. But I want to take a look at some other things before we get off the bench and plug it in and see if everything sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and tighten these screws, and then we'll go to the next problem, the only problem really that I've really found on this thing. I was over here messing around, and I went and touched this like this, and I felt something on my finger. So if we look real close, you can see a bubble right there. It's the only thing that I've seen. There's a little bit of scratches on the fretboard right here where they did the frets. Let's go ahead and take a look inside these F-holes. So as you can see, it is hollow right here. You can see my finger through the other side. As you can see, you can see the push-pull pot right there, and you can see the block to your left right there. The box switch, as you can see, cheap box switch. Not a big fan of that, but hey, it'll work. Mini pot right there, and some decent wiring. Can you play it as it is, or do you have to pay somebody or do it yourself, a setup? I want to see how well this thing is set up. So as we already see, the action on this thing is super low, and we're gonna go at the 12th fret, and she's super low. Yeah, this is crazy. This is super low. Yeah, that's as low can get right there. Let's check out the pickups. Very well set up. Pickups are set up great. The action is set up great. So I'm just going to go ahead and see how the nut is. And the nut is set up really well too. As you can see, it don't have deep nut slots. They actually sanded down the nut and then made slots in it. So I'll check out the relief real quick. See what it's like. Just going to do it. This is just a quick setup. This is not like a professional setup. This is just something I do to see how it is right out of the box, right? So I'm just going to check it out old school way. Oh wow, this thing is almost dead straight. Basically is dead straight. This neck is pretty much straight. So that's a good sign. A lot of people like straight necks. I don't. I like a little bit higher action and a little bit of relief on my neck. I'm not a big fan of straight neck and low action. So the nut's perfect, the setup's perfect, the pickups are perfect. That's what I'd call a perfect setup. Everything seems to be working out just fine. Now, intonation's fine, everything's fine. So I don't know what the deal is with that. A lot of people say that they're not set up right, but this particular one is perfect. So the frets seem to be well done. There's a little high one right here. Not super bad, but it seems really well done, polished, crowned and polished. So the frets are super fine with me. Like, that's great. That's a lot better than I expected. So I went ahead and oiled that up, make it look better, gives it a better look, more fancier look, doesn't look all dried out and crusty. So straight out of the cardboard, this thing is great, awesome, amazing. What more could I ask for? I'm going to have to do my own setup because the action's too low for me. And that's just the way it is. I don't like my action that low, but you can't beat it. I gotta raise the action up. I gotta put a little relief in the neck, and that's the way I play my guitars. But okay, the tuners don't slip. The tuners are not jumpy. They're okay. They do just fine, even with all the wraps around the post. The bridge does okay. It's intonated as close as you're gonna get it. The wiring's not the greatest, but the wood on this guitar is great. I'm going to talk about why I like the three-piece neck is because it makes the neck stronger, in my opinion. It's better than a scarf joint, but you got 3 pieces of wood running up this neck, making it stronger, different ways of the grain, and you got a 3-piece body. And they put some wings on the side, as you've seen. But I like this. The neck is kind of thick, but kind of thin at the same time, and it's wide. Sounds good acoustic, and it plays really good. It feels broken in, and if you take a real close look at the fretboard, they've rounded the fretboard a little bit to make it feel that way. But I'm impressed. The only thing that I'm not impressed by is the wiring. The pickups sound okay. They sound good to me. What more could you ask for a $200 and some guitar? What more do you want? This thing is amazing. This feels like the lower end PRSs. This is what this feels like. The craftsmanship is great. The quality control is great. Like I said, there was a little bump in the inlay right there, but that's about the flaws that I could find. That's all the flaws I could find in this guitar. It's really, really great. This compares to the Firefly 335. Even though this is not a 335, I'm not doing a versus video with it, but the quality is the same. But I'd have to say this, when it comes to the wood quality and the quality control and the attention to detail, Harley Benton's a little bit better on that. I'm still going to be getting a 335 from them to do a versus video, and hopefully it's the same quality as this. There's some things that I don't like: the nut, the fretboard material, and the bridge. I don't like this bridge. It kind of looks janky, and I don't like the wiring. But other than that, this thing is awesome. Get you one. You won't regret it at all. Sounds great. Sounds great. I'm Ronald Jr., and I'll see you guys next time.